The man said this. He's like, it's not hard to make it out here and stuff if your parents care about you. So I said, please explain. Right?
We trying to say nigga.
I was about to call out his name, whatever, right? Because I was like, I don't know where this conversation is going and stuff from there, right? He's like, whoa, calm down, Marvin. Right. Marvin, calm down, Marvin, calm down.
Right.
He's like, be like, your mom cares about you. She wants the best for you, right? So I said, okay, I see what his narrative is. I'm like, yeah, every parent would hope, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, and they do what the best that they do in their abilities, right? So I was like, the landscape of this convo is changing.
Where's this going?
So, right, you booked it. So then his wife and stuff, whatever, she's like, look, Mark.
The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Watch your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
What's up, everybody? I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start this show. Like, comment, subscribe to all of the above at Podical Sons on all social media platforms. Search Podical Sons podcasts on all your streaming platforms. PodicalSons.com. We are there as well. And send all your Ask the Sons questions to any platform, place as you please. We accept them. We appreciate them. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it pushing. You are here. We got you for a minute. Wherever you are, thank you for being with us. Let's do this. How you feeling today?
Feeling good. You know, I'm trying out the line of sweaters now that we're heading into the October slightly ending, November beginning chills. Beginning of October, you know, you still had that the kind of warmth in the daytime. You kind of thug it out, and then in the afternoon, it's there. But no. At the end of October, close to Halloween, it's more sweater weather type of deal. So I got on the mental hygiene one. I'm, you know, cleansing the mind, clearing the thoughts, ready for Potter. Yourself, my friend.
I'm good.
Good.
I don't got no hoodie on. I got a tee.
You got a tee?
I'm with it.
You with it?
I'm with it. Yeah. I thought about something what you said earlier.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted to talk about it on record.
All right.
Do you think women would be offended if you call them Jada Pickett, or if they're doing things along the lines of...
That's Jada-esque?
Yeah, Jada-esque.
Jada-esque?
Do you think women would be offended?
I think some women will be.
Really?
I think some women will take offense. Some women. Not all, mind you.
So give me a percentage. How many women would take offense out of 10?
Out of 10? I'd probably say like maybe 4.
4 take offense?
I think 4 take offense.
That's kind of low.
Yeah, that's kind of low.
It's kind of low.
I think that's kind of alright. I think some people are still trying to wrap their heads around the whole thing, and I think some people are actually still trying to shoot her bail.
I'd probably say 7.
You say 7?
I'd probably say 7 out of 10 women.
Yeah,
would be upset, and the 3 would say no. One, we live in a sensitive ass world, so I look at this stuff was where people get offended real quick. Now, if it comes to pertaining to women, anything a man says, I feel like specific women will look at the jewels or the content of the convo.
Right.
And other ones and stuff is just because you're a man and you're opening up your mouth. It's like mansplaining, and they're ready to refute, fight, or ignore anything you have to say.
Right.
So if a man's like, you're acting like Jada right now, it's already like it's something like you 4.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I see it. But I mean, some women are keen to this foolishness type of behavior, and they champion this shit. So I mean,
What do you mean?
They might throw it on like a cape, like yo, like You know what I mean?
The toxic ones.
Exactly.
But that okay.
That's what I'm
but
saying. I'm saying like
so hold on.
not
So
all of them are gonna be offended when you call them Jada.
So 4 of them. Hold on. All right. So let's get back to your math.
Imagine they're sitting around with their girls and it's like, I don't know what I should do with this dude. Like he keeps bugging me, could call me, offer me.
Girl,
Yo,
just
Jada
doing it.
that nigga.
Nah, just entanglement. Oh, Jada that nigga.
Jada that nigga.
That says a lot right there. Be like, yeah, my man think he's special and stuff like he don't know I'll drop the bomb on him. Jada that nigga.
Do you want to get rid of him? I don't want to get rid of him because he got some money on him. Jada the fool.
That's what I feel like. I feel like there's gonna be a small fraction that would probably just say, you know what, whatever is clever, or I'm not like that,
right,
and stuff,
yeah.
right? And then you have this pocket few, or not even few, I want to say majority, or I want to say a good portion of them will just try to champion to what she says or what she's doing and stuff like that, right? And I feel like a lot of people and stuff, they got a lot of things and stuff to say about it. We said some things about it and everything like that, but
right.
That man showed up at her book release.
Well, I can't say anything else on it.
And so I look at it and stuff as like, no, it might be content for the fodder. I look at it and stuff as where this dude is still showing up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to teach people how to treat you. He don't got no problem with it.
He doesn't.
I don't got no problem with it.
He doesn't.
I just don't want no woman to Jada me. Like, I mean, let me you know.
Let's
right,
not
take
be,
2.
Let's not be jaded.
Oh, even worse. Is that why the kid's named Jaden?
And folks, we're back.
I mean, did he shave his eyebrows? Did he bleach his eyebrows? Like, because he started the shave head bald thing first.
He did.
Then mommy fell in suit.
He did.
Right? I don't know. I don't know. I look at it stuff as where, so more power to them. Okay, do you think Jada's doing something wrong? Because somebody asked me this question and stuff whatever this week.
Right.
When I was at work and I looked at them and stuff and I was like, I paused and I was like, for the best interest of Jada Pinkett, Shakur, Alsina Smith, I feel like she's doing the best thing for her.
And listen, I used to think that she might be doing a bit wrong, but now I just feel like I feel everything is lock and step and in order. Will has now joined the book tour officially. He's signing off on everything, including the bullshit. And more money, more problems. That's what seems to be the that seems to be the glue that holds them together.
Yeah, I guess so. And then I don't know. I still like when I like when other people say things about it.
Right.
I don't really care to say anything more about it, but I like when like Dr. Umar and stuff, when he went on his piece and like was it TK Kirkland?
TK Kirkland. Even Stephen A. Smith. His rant was fiery. So
and the Prophet, Charleston White.
Oh, we can't forget the Prophet.
Yeah, okay. Who
is he the hood Jesus right now?
Let's think about this. They wanted Jesus dead.
Yeah, right.
He goes to places where he's wanted, and the disciples are willing to be there.
Yeah. With no fear. With no fear. With that mention.
If it looks like a goat, it sounds like a goat. It couldn't be a bad idea. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
You might not be too far off from that. I would say this. Everybody's saying their piece. His is more of the no. Dr. Umar's is the more comical aspect and stuff from it.
Right.
And then people don't like Dr. Umar. People don't like Charleston White. But then a lot of people that said some things about these things, a lot of people do not like. Right?
Yeah.
Again, it still goes back to Will and then authorizing all of this. I dig it. I dig it because the more money, more problems theory that you're running with, whatever. It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It's like,
we create this chaos. I push my book off. I say nothing about it. Gives you time to push your book off. Now you can talk about some other things and then be like, no, we just want to work together and be best friends forever in this marriage.
That's it. That's all.
I still think there's some gay stuff and stuff somewhere.
Do you think there's something that hidden?
Because even Just Hilarious and stuff. She was saying that shit the other day. I think on the Breakfast Club,
right?
But she was saying like the one part with the when we was getting massaged by a man and Jada was behind.
Yeah,
it's like, so a man knows what a man wants, and if she gave a look or whatever, she's like, you said that too many times already. You know what I'm saying? But I was like. I feel like the blackmail and stuff, the blackmail money is a lot.
Something still could be there lurking, right? And like I was saying before, there was the rumors of, them being like swinger couple, like way early in the marriage, and I'm like, if that's the case, then like right now, this would be like swinger like type behavior. You know what I mean? It's like you're married, but you can allow other things inside the relationship and be cool with it.
Yeah. Like
then
entanglements, and if we're doing awesome,
and you're not mad or upset. She's still your best friend.
This is true. All right, let's get to some real shit.
Do it.
Let's get to the first things first. The polls of the week. First poll said, could violence sometimes be justified? And we got a lot of gangbangers and stuff that participated in these polls. They were banging. It was heavy in the game. And
they rolled deep.
93% said yes. Could violence sometimes be justified?
Sons Army, stand up.
I want to be part of this. I want off this shit.
You want off this shit?
They're gonna hold me for war crimes. They be like, he's the one who posted the question. They're gonna hold me for war crimes.
Army, stand up. 93%.
I want to go home. So tell me about it. Could violence sometimes be justified in your world? Are you part of the yes population?
I mean, if someone came through my house and murdered all my loved ones, I'd probably go on a murdering spree back and feel justified about it.
But revenge would never bring your family back.
It wouldn't bring my family back.
Okay.
No. But some sort of satisfaction would probably at that moment kindle in my soul. Maybe, time after that, when I've calmed down from my fury, the reflection might say, okay, that might have been overkill, pun intended, but it might be justified, man. It might be justified, Marv. Marv, people coming for you, I'm there, bro, violently.
Appreciate that. So I can play both sides in this. I look at this stuff as where, okay, on the no side,
right.
So okay, let's say my truest response and my real response, I would say yes.
Yes.
Now on the no side, I fight the argument of stuff where Hamas did what they did. Right, to the concert goers.
Right.
IDF has all right to respond to that.
Right.
Only if you got the proper intelligence to get the proper people,
of course,
who's responsible.
Yes.
You do not blow up cities, strips, area. You don't.
Right.
You think they might be there. Think it's too murky to go in.
Yeah.
Compared to say, I know where they are.
Yeah, I think you have to make the distinction between like acts of violence and then nonsense acts of violence. Because there's a lot of nonsense acts of violence that goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, where the yes side and stuff is, I look at it as stuff is where, what is it? If you shoot my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat.
Right.
I look at it as stuff as like that. The satisfaction thing and stuff, whatever. I've been on some parts where I was looking for like revenge and satisfaction and stuff, and I really like I always heard of like some old kung fu movies and everywhere stuff, whatever. Yeah, like and like, when you avenge it, whatever, you're really like left empty because you're kind of like, all right, I did it.
You did it. You did
like
it.
I looked this up when I came to the points and stuff, whatever, where I've done the violence part,
Right.
whatever. Come look like, yo, real talk. I'm gonna go this way, you go that way, and then once, like, you put your hands on me, I see red.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, yo, well, fuck it. Long as I saw red, and I saw you not touching me no more, we smooth like Botox. I think that's where my satisfaction might well come from. Whatever.
Okay.
But if we're doing like for revenge purpose and stuff like that, I look at stuff as like, yes, but I wouldn't want you to die.
I
wouldn't want you to die.
I wouldn't want it to go that far.
I saw enough of the Saw movies. I saw enough of Dexter. I wouldn't want you to die. Look at all these with death by 1,000 like touches and all this type of. I would try these things out.
Right.
Iron Maidens. I would try these
You
things
try those
out.
things out?
The dripping thing on the floor.
Yeah.
I would try these things out.
What if it's just the scum of the earth, and he's just like this, like he's just. If you let him live, he might go on and slaughter somebody else, type of deal. Would you let him live at that point?
So paint me a scenario. How did I catch him? Did I grab
All
him?
right,
Did, like,
so let's say
if he's just like out there
let's
doing
say
tirades?
let's go. So let's go back to the kung fu.
Okay.
Right. So he comes through. The bandits. They come through. They murder off the entire family and squad. They look at you. Ha ha ha! Little munchkin, kick you down. You're not old enough for it yet. You grow up now. You're gonna revenge the entire clan's family. Right.
Okay.
You go back now. You get up. You're there. And this dude, from the day he killed your family, you seen him kill your family, nonstop. He's just been killing, going through.
Oh,
So
okay.
now you're the dude that's gonna stop him now. And if you don't stop him, he's just going to continue on killing.
Oh, yeah, that's different. No,
Yeah.
I off him right
Yeah,
then
off
and
him
there.
there. Okay,
But I'm
okay,
saying,
okay,
like,
okay.
if it's like, play this. I was in a situation where a dude robbed me for one of my chains.
Right.
I was younger.
Right.
Yeah, too midget, you too small.
Right.
Did all of that and stuff, whatever, right? I had to live with the fucking trauma.
Right.
And then when I became a grown-ass man,
Right.
I seen dude,
Yeah.
and I put my hands on dude.
Okay.
Whatever, right? And again, like, the people that were around when I put my hands on them and everything, like, because I can't forget this man's face.
Yeah. You're not.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
and again, like,
yeah.
the avenge thing and stuff, like, you can't forget an image and stuff
Right,
out of
right.
that. Like, I don't give a fuck how dirty you are. Like, and the dude was dusty.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck what
Yeah.
he smelled like, what he looked like.
Yeah.
He had to have these 2 hits.
Right.
They grabbed me and stuff and separated stuff like, I'm like, I really don't care.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it and stuff, I was like, did I really feel good after that and stuff like that? And I looked at it and stuff, I was like,
But that's the reflection I'm talking about. That's the reflection. Maybe down the line, after I've calmed down and think about it, it might have been overkill, pun intended.
in hindsight, he became hooked on drugs and he became a crackhead.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Was it right for anybody to beat up on crackheads? In a general statement, no.
No.
But what he did to me before he became a crackhead,
Yeah.
that had to be justified, man. Like, come on, we had to. I have to.
Yeah.
Come on, you got to throw me a bone for that one.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying. When I was explaining, because
Yeah,
I was in a barbershop, right?
Right.
I'm in a barbershop and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there getting my hair cut and stuff. I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there because, you got to look straight and all that type of shit. And I looked at the face walking past the glass, and I was like, yo. I leaned away from the barber, right? And I looked, and like he was still semi in like the shot.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I snatched off the cake. I saw red.
Mm-hmm.
I saw red. And that's what I'm saying. When I see red, then it's a different story and stuff, whatever, right?
It's on.
So I saw red, the door open and stuff, whatever. And then I think I was there with a friend of mine. He's like, oh, shit. So then the barber's like, why did he just jump up out of the chair? He ran outside.
Right.
Right?
Ran out to
So
explain
now,
the situation real
no,
quick.
he ran after me. So the barber
Oh,
came
okay.
and so the barber was an older dude and stuff, whatever, right? I was like 21, 22. The barber must have been like maybe in his 30s. And my
Okay.
boy was the same age
Yeah.
and shit like that, whatever. And then they saw that. And then when I grabbed dude and stuff, whatever, he had this look of fear on his face. He got them hits. He got them hits.
He had them coming. He had the hits coming.
He had them hits. Karma's a motherfucker. That's what I'm
is.
saying. Like,
It
yo,
is.
you cannot forget that, like, just because you did something here,
Mhm.
that you're not gonna have to answer for it and stuff, whatever. Maybe my hits was his karma. Like, and then
maybe him becoming a crackhead was the karma.
that's what my boy was saying and stuff, whatever,
maybe
right?
That would have been a karma.
And I was looking like, violence was justified.
Well, I tell you, I had a similar situation like that when me and this next door were in an area where we shouldn't have been, right? And they wanted my boy, not so much me, and they jumped him, but I was in the fold, and I think it was just like, they were like, they said squash it, so it ended up getting squashed, even though I didn't like the reason why it got squashed. Dude who got the beating had it coming, right? And I was just, it's a situation where wrong place, wrong time for me, right? But then it was like years later, I heard that homeboy was like going home from a party one time. He was drunk, ran off the road, hit a tree. That was it. So I'm like, damn, whatever type of reenactment that I had for this person was never going to ever come close. And even an inkling in my mind of what has happened to him.
That's fair. I see that.
You know what I mean? And then I can't just put that account on of it's karma of me, because I don't know what else that dude has done since then.
Very true.
Right? So,
because that was my argument and stuff, whatever, and that pertains to that situation and stuff, whatever, right? And then even other situations and stuff where I want to say, like, it kind of came where it's violent. I didn't commit acts of violence,
right?
But someone else did, and I looked at it and stuff. It's like, I see it, because it was a combination of stuff of like the bad what this other person was doing,
right?
And I'm looking at him like, you're gonna have to answer to that.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's the answering that sometimes you see.
And then when that person that had the answer, they were like, I can't believe this happened to me. Fuck you mean? I even said it to them. I was like, what are you talking about? And I look, boom, 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 boom. Because when I laid out the first one, they're like, oh, this is one time, like, boom, boom. I was like, and like, oh, you're not. And the person said to me, like, you're not a friend because I'm like, no. We forgive. We don't forget.
Right.
But I'm one person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who's to say stuff? How many people you've done the same thing to? Because now look at you and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's here nor there.
Here nor there, brother. Here nor there. You just don't want to fall into the avenge loop. You know what I mean? I'm avenge my master. You come and kill this dude's master. You see this later. He come and avenge you. Like, yes. That one. And and maybe that's the reason why I would give your boy was actually who the writers of The Equalizer. Right.
But Denzel, like, yo, I'm here for the head of the snake.
Yeah, for the snake.
If I take the head of the snake, there's no revenge.
There's no revenge, yeah.
There's no revenge.
There's none.
Like, you look at stuff, it's like, yo, somebody done. All right, watch this. Picture, you saw one nigga come down the street. One man. Right. One man walks down the street, whatever, right? Down. Bullies.
Yeah.
Or people willing to fight. It's 50 against 1. You see that one man and stuff, whatever, KO about like 40 of them.
Yeah.
Injured the other 10 and stuff, whatever. Yeah. You're there now.
Yeah.
You're gonna go fight this person on a one-on-one?
No.
Exactly. If they go for the head of the snake and stuff like that, whatever, arguments is done.
It's done.
Because I'm gonna look at like, bruh, have a nice day.
The rest of the body don't know what to do.
All right. The next poll said, and it was another flip. Do you hate rich people? And 10% said yes, and 90% said no. Talk about it. Shout out to all the hustlers out there from the Podical Sun side. Because I feel like y'all might be in the rich side. So that's why y'all out here saying,
nah, we good.
How you living?
I'm with y'all.
How you living?
I'm not mad at y'all either.
The Podical.
Remember, it's Podical Sons.
Yo.
It's about to start our charity party.
Yo, we're starting the charity ball, man.
The charity ball. It's
starting the charity ball. Starting plates.
Starting plates.
All right, $500. Okay, starting plates and stuff in there. VIP seating with special guests.
Special guests
to be announced later.
Don't worry.
We
got you. This is the Ballers event.
Yo, let's talk about it. Do you hate rich people?
Nah, I don't.
Why do you think people will hate rich people?
I think that a lot of it has to do with just their own financial state and just not being able to do certain things that they want to do, struggling with the things that they're supposed to be doing,
Okay.
and then seeing rich people have the time of their lives. I think that's where a lot of the hate comes from. But you know, it's always been like that, right? It's
Okay. So I agree to half of that.
Mhm.
I'm not okay. Let me say this. I won't be a fan of the Kardashians
Right,
because I know they're rich.
right.
I haven't seen anybody who had like talent to kind of show me
Why they
why I should look at them as entertainment.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, unless there's somewhere somebody can form a middle ground for me where, let's say if like, you know, like how a King of the Hill vibe might be.
Okay.
Like we're just like there's 3 or 4 guys just vibing around, cracking some jokes and stuff, whatever. And
Yeah,
like maybe
yeah.
those guys feel like they're just funny to each other.
Right, yeah.
Then I can get it. But I'm like, what's the fascination? Like I still can't see the fascination besides they're attractive women
I
and
think
attractive trans.
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know. You think I think that coming from that socialite era and into that into the social media era, I guess we'll put reality TV right in that mix. I don't know. You think that's like the training ground? Because okay, for one, there's always been for some people a fascination with stars,
Mhm.
whether it be television or athletic, right?
Yeah.
So when they were doing the whole reality television show, and then Paris Hilton had it, would you say she was like one of the first socialites to have like a TV show
Yeah, pretty
type
much.
of deal?
Yeah.
Right. So starting with that now, and then the fascination of just piercing into that lifestyle. Because I think for a lot of young women that age, it was just you hear about it, you might read about it in your favorite girly magazines,
Mhm.
but you're not actually seeing it. So now that you're seeing it, I think that's where that fascination grew from. And then that whole just television playing on that whole thing. And then now that we're in that and it was ripe for social media. Like that content was just ripe for social media.
What part?
Well, just that whole attraction to the life of the stars, right? And just wanting to be in the know of what they're doing 24/7.
But
So when they like, sorry, when they have like when they were doing stuff like MySpace, right? A lot of people like MySpace was a catalyst for a lot of this shit, that whole fan base stuff. Because artists or people just create pages, and now regular Joe Schmoes would have access to these people on their page, right? And then just that whole concept just kept getting refined. So we have like an app like Facebook, where now MySpace is no longer needed. Everybody's friends. I'm just a celebrity now on this tool, and you can now be my friend on this tool. And then just now so now this whole thing that snowballs into that social media space.
They're different. I feel like they're different
feel like they're
because
different?
you have to sit down and say you're gonna stream or give something ratings and stuff, even in the Paris Hilton times.
Right.
Right? Where this and stuff, but it's kind of like, you can watch all The Rock on wrestling,
Right.
all The Rock and stuff in like movies,
Right.
and never feel close to him and stuff compared to social media.
Right.
So I feel social media stuff is a different kind of world where like now they can interact to the Kardashians like a Kim post or even a Paris Hilton post, like a Paris post and all that type of stuff, whatever. But
Right.
to sit down and say you're gonna watch them do a talentless argument or have a conversation and stuff, whatever,
Yeah.
that's not social media to me.
No, but I'm saying that's where that I think like the reality television ties in, because a lot of reality television, minus those type of characters, is like that. You watch like Big Brother. What are you doing? You're just watching people in a house doing minus stuff, nothing, right?
Mhm.
It's like that's like reality television in a show. You're just adding now a celebrity aspect to it. What I'm saying is just like, okay, they're already watching the celebrities on TV via this whole Paris Hilton real life shit, right? So now it's just like, You're just moving from one end to the other. They're just practically changing mediums. And now with the change of medium, it's more accessible in the social media world.
Yeah, it's more accessible to social media, but even the TV thing and stuff, TV is still antiquated. But to me, and I look at it as where the Kardashians and stuff, whatever, like their show and stuff is like how many seasons? Like 20 odd seasons. It's catching up to The Simpsons.
It's nuts.
Right? So I look at it as if it's been going on for like that, whatever, people still have to watch it.
Yeah, of course.
And people still choose to like whatever the hell and stuff from it. But I'm like, I just can't understand that aspect.
Right.
And I just look at it as if they weren't rich, would we care?
No, and that's what I'm saying. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's it. There is no talent. It's just like you're saying. It's what their talent is that they've been able to spin their face, spin their image, and spin their community, and sell that lifestyle like that.
Spin on some dicks.
if that's what you want to call talent, then that's what it is, and that's what these people are obsessed with. If the moment they try to do anything else, will take away from what they are. Like I can't see any of them singing. And if any of them try singing and it bombs, it automatically takes away from the brand. So then now they just have to do what they're doing right now.
Let me not pick on them, but let's say even people like Elon Musk. You know you're rich as fuck when you name your kid E equals MC squared.
Right.
Only rich people doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's not a real name.
No, it's not.
I don't like rich people for doing some shit like that.
But when I look at it,
look at Jay-Z and Beyonce with the whole Blue Ivy thing. They're the only ones in the world. But what if somebody else's stuff, whatever? Go ahead.
But when I look at it, right, and this is why I say yes to the whole. I'm cool with it because we're looking at a fraction of rich people, right? There's modest rich people out there. There's good-hearted rich people. There's kind rich people out here, right? So to say, okay, the majority of rich people.
I never said that.
No, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Like to look at those now, because we're just now saying stars, because we see these people as rich people, right? And then we're giving them as examples because we wouldn't be able to talk about rich people we know, and then the audience would understand, right? So we use these people as examples. But there's gonna be some that might be floating in your personal circle that are well off to do, and they're good people, and you know that. So you would hope that the majority of rich people behave that way.
I would hope, but you would hope. It's like even the ones that like in my personal space.
Yeah,
I want to say less than 10.
Less than 10?
Let's say if I know rich people,
right?
I want to say probably like maybe close to like 40.
Okay.
And I'll say like less than 10. It's like, yo, I can fuck with you on a regular day and everything like that. Like even if I had to fit the bill for them and stuff for that to like quote unquote keeping up with the Joneses, I wouldn't have no problem and stuff because I know they're genuinely good people.
Right.
But then the other ones, like even like in like there's one like that I'm thinking about like at the top of my head.
Yeah.
And then I got another friend and stuff, whatever, that has bread and stuff, whatever, too. And it's like, fucking broke ass bitch. This is how they talk. And I was looking like, damn. So the other one, who's a good person, looks like, well, not everybody's born with like opportunities and shit like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking like, yeah, I wasn't born with opportunities. I'm still trying to climb and do what I gotta do.
Right.
But Marv, you're different though. But them broke ass motherfuckers. Come on, they're lazy. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of these rich people think that the broke people are lazy.
And again, it's stereotypes on both sides.
No, I see.
It is stereotypes on both sides. So I'm pretty sure not all broke. Not
I'm
all
not
rich.
saying all.
Not all
I'm
rich
not
people.
saying
Yeah, that's
all.
what I'm saying. Not all rich people.
I'm not
think
saying all, but that's what I'm saying. If my personal space, I see more good than I see the bad, then I would say you're right. But in my personal space, whatever, I see more bad than I see good. I even asked one of the bad folks and stuff, whatever.
Right.
The topic of discussion is always like family and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, you got bread. What do you do pertaining to like family coming after you for bread? Right? The man said this, and his wife followed up and stuff with him because it was in conversation and stuff, whatever. And it was so funny because when we're having this conversation, his wife and I,
Yeah.
we're in their garden.
Okay.
We're in their garden. We just was getting served.
Right.
Served,
You had tea?
right? Tea was coming. Tea was coming.
Oh, tea was coming.
Tea was coming because they're like, come on, Mark, I thought you bootleg English. Why are you leaving before tea time? Whatever, right? I'm like, I got other shit to do.
Right.
Deuces. The man said this. He's like, it's not hard to make it out here and stuff if your parents care about you. So I said, please explain. Right?
We trying to say nigga.
I was about to call out his name, whatever, right? Because I was like, I don't know where this conversation is going and stuff from there, right? He's like, whoa, calm down, Marvin.
Right.
Marvin, calm down, Marvin, calm down.
Right.
He's like, be like, your mom cares about you. She wants the best for you, right? So I said, okay, I see what his narrative is. I'm like, yeah, every parent would hope, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, and they do what the best that they do in their abilities, right? So I was like, the landscape is was changing.
Where's this going?
So, right, you booked it. So then his wife and stuff, whatever, she's like, look, Marv, understand this. We were born with an opportunity that our parents kind of curved out and carved out for us.
Right.
So we don't really have to do too much and stuff to kind of work too hard.
Right. They had some sort of affluence.
Right. And they have like trust funds. Both of them have their own individual trust funds.
Right.
Because I knew the guy. We went to school together.
Yeah.
And then the wife I knew of and stuff, whatever, from somewhere else. And then I realized, well, oh shit, y'all got married? So we're all super cool. I was like, I have insurance money for my son. I don't know if I can establish a trust fund for him.
Right.
You guys have 2 kids.
Right.
Do you 2 kids have trust funds and stuff, whatever? We're all under the age of 40.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever, right? I'm like, your kids have trust funds? And they look like, this is not a black or white thing, Marvin. So that's what they said, right?
This is not a black or white thing, brokey. This is between rich and poor folk.
Yeah. So I said, fair.
Right.
I said, I give you this. And I told him something. I'm like, worst case scenario, I give you this. If my son happens to struggle when, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to say, let's say my mom and my parents are immigrant parents.
Right.
Come in here and establishing themselves and stuff like that till I had a partial way. If my son comes up and have to struggle and stuff like that, whatever, I did something wrong. Right? Yeah. From my standpoint, because I knew where my parents were coming from and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was up to me to kind of establish some things and stuff like that. Where they're like, yeah. So I said, that's what basically they're trying to say. But I said, it's not that cookie cut simple.
No.
And I was like, but then again, I always think back Isaac Newton. A midget standing on the giant's shoulders can see much further than a giant.
Right.
They never know. They don't know what it looks like from the low bottoms.
And that's the case of majority of people who are born into it.
Yeah.
They can't understand. They don't seem to
and
understand.
And that's what I'm saying. And, the ones that are born into it and stuff like that, whatever, or has the family stuff to kind of come up to it, they look down.
Yeah.
They look down.
Yeah.
I know a girl and stuff, whatever, her father and stuff has bread like from IBM.
Right.
I'm giving out too much info. At like, let's say, certain marks and stuff in her life, it was just blessed with the extravagant. A 16-year-old with a Mercedes Benz is still like beyond regular life for people and stuff that I know, whatever, right? Then let's say she's a few years younger than me, but let's say it came to a point when she was like 25.
Right.
And we were talking something about like dating and stuff in her world. And she's like, my dad told me not to date no dude who ain't got no bread. Your dad is in a different tax bracket though, whatever, right?
Right.
Come down and work with us. Help us, bring us up. Be a sugar mama in your life.
You think, okay, you think the attitude is, okay, can we say the attitude may be different than with like, let's say new money than those who are coming from the old money, that whole generational wealth passed down, trust fund type of kids, as opposed to those who like self-made, had to grind for it, know what the midget seen, and now are standing on the shoulders of giants and say, okay, yeah, Yeah, you know what?
The
I'm
attitude
not-
is different.
The
The attitude is different.
attitude is different.
100%, without a doubt.
Right.
I never doubt that. But I look at it and stuff as where I think a basic fundamental that we probably need to teach as people more, like again, what a lot of the values that they put out there
Right.
is humility.
Yeah.
Is humility. And I want to say a refreshing humility commercial and stuff that I even seen was that Go RVing shit. When the motherfucker left the city, go into the
Yeah.
wilderness to find self.
Right.
It's like a humbling kind of moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of us, we do not have that. And
No.
this sets a tone for a lot of things that we do. A way how we move and stuff, especially like around amongst other people.
Yeah.
Right? Because I
Yeah.
look at it stuff as where you probably said to yourself and stuff, you're driving in a car that might be, let's say you're driving in your Jeep, and let's say you drive past somebody that might be in a Culligan.
Mhm.
They're in a Culligan and stuff like that, and they can't even drive properly. And you're looking at stuff and like, with all this fucking money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a level of humility and stuff is like, you don't need this money to be a good driver.
No.
And you don't need a fancy car and call yourself a good driver because your car is good.
Because
you
your
know,
car is good, right?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a level of humility and stuff that has to be established with the people and stuff for that. But the bad just sticks out more than the good. This is why I'm saying this stuff, whatever. I feel like the rich people and stuff, whatever, they get a lot of hate. But a lot of the ones and stuff I want to say that kind of come out as good. Like for all we know, let's say if I was a different person, like, oh yeah, Bill Gates is doing a great thing and stuff for the world. He's out here trying to fight diseases and everything. And you as a black man hearing this shit like, he want to try testing on black people in Africa. One person's heroes, another person's villain. So that's why I look at it like that. And because they tend to rise from the top or do things a little bit different,
Right.
then that's where we're spotting them out.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
If I had bread like that, whatever, my fridge would be stacked. Not everybody coming to my house.
No.
My cars ain't gonna be showy. I'm gonna have like maybe for myself,
Yeah.
an SUV whip. So I know that I just have to do two things to this bitch: winter tires and disc tires, and oil changes.
No changes.
That's it. Because I'm only one man. I can only drive one place.
Yeah.
I've learned that from watching MTV Cribs and stuff, whatever. I love Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Hell, they even gave him a shout out on his last BET Hip Hop Awards and stuff, whatever. And I was looking like when they said he was losing money and going bankrupt, it hurt me.
Hurts.
His MTV Cribs was slapping though.
Hurts.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, humility. My rich and my brokies people like myself.
And we all can get along, man. But we especially gonna get along with the 93% because we're gonna have that ball.
Yo, we are going. All right, man. Shit, we got into some deep ass thoughts and stuff before we even
early.
took off.
This is early. We at it early.
Talking about, I want to talk about Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders and the smoke.
A woman's woman.
A woman's woman. And that statement could be said in the state of Arkansas.
Yes, it can be said in the state
Hot dog.
of Arkansas.
Hot diggity
Yes,
dog.
A woman's woman.
A woman's woman.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, I did not make this up on a stack of Bibles. Go look it up your damn self.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She signed the executive order for banning woke words from the state government as governor. Do you think other states would follow?
I think some other states might be pressured by their constituents to follow.
Ooh, talk about it, especially because Republican.
Right.
So she is Republican.
So I'm thinking
Arkansas is a red
A lot
state.
of these other red states.
Interesting.
If we can pass it in Arkansas,
Word.
why can't you pass it in my state?
You're right, because it has a residue that reminds me of like the abortion rights,
Right.
and the abortion stuff. You're right, because it's kind of like one state said they're doing this, and other states are just like ding, 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 ding. We're doing this too.
Yeah,
So if one state is doing this, state Arkansas started with this.
I could just imagine the letters right now that's already hitting other states.
Jeez.
You see what happened in Arkansas?
I like the fact she had nothing but women up on stage.
Up on stage.
With her when she signed the bill.
You're right.
When she signed it, and I was looking like all women were there. And she's like, I'm tired of
Watch
it yourself.
Just watch it. Watch it.
Watch it yourselves. It was very it was eye opening. I'll say this. Pertaining to like let's say the trans women out here and the non-binaries.
Yeah.
And then you have the women of Arkansas.
Right.
I feel like they got another level of respect from a good portion of the world.
Yeah.
Because I think if some people went to sleep and they're not woke, because
Right.
sleep deprivation will fuck with your mind.
Yep.
They went to sleep, they're not too woke, they can understand exactly what was said and when that order was signed.
Mm-hmm.
For years, and I want to say for the past few months or like recently, a lot of people just been snowballing with the thought of stuff of how to speak.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of woke words and stuff are, I find that it's too wild. So I think what is it, birth giver? For a woman?
Yeah.
Birth giver is that I take offense. As a man, I take offense.
Is a birthing parents? You couldn't say mother, father no more. You had to say like
yeah, that was in Canada. That's in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, but part of those words probably got banned and stuff, whatever, there in Arkansas and stuff too. But I was just like, yeah, that's disrespectful to women. I'm like, how do you real women feel? Like I'm not even saying cis women. How do you real women feel? You natural organic women feel?
How do you feel that the Democrats are gonna fight this?
Don't vote. Slander campaign. Let me some slander campaign.
Because we know, okay, they're not gonna sit down while this happens because they're afraid that I'm pretty sure just like we're saying it's gonna do the red state jump, they're fearing that it's gonna do the red state jump. And there seems to be a lot more red states nowadays than the blue.
There are. Let me say this. There's a lot of new money coming up in the game.
A lot of new money coming up in the game. This is true. We're back to the new money. There's
a lot of new money coming up in the game. I just feel like when the new money comes up and you realize like, some of these democratic policies don't work for my dollars.
Right.
And the generational wealth that I want to create, a lot of people flip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it where the blue, they might find ways and stuff to kind of clap back, but it will create a division. And hear me out. When I'm saying this, the division and stuff is created, I'm talking about you're gonna know where your tribe is.
Right.
You're gonna know your tribe.
Yeah.
Would you like
people
to?
You thought that you were cool with, you might not necessarily be cool with
right.
More.
So now, would it be better for you to mess with people, deal with people and stuff that you know are part of your tribe, or not too sure? Because you know, I'm part of your tribe.
Right.
You know you can speak freely about certain things, stuff around me, any given Sunday.
Right.
Nothing would be offended.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? You're not too sure the person's part of your tribe. You move different.
You move a little different.
You move a little different. A little cautious and stuff,
more cautious.
Right? So now it's kind of like, well, fuck, I don't always want to be on guard.
Right. You want to let loose. You want to let loose. Yeah. You want to be a son.
You want to be a son. That was a double entendre. Is that what it is?
That's what that was.
Yeah, 2 points for that one. 2 points for that one. I like that. Y'all gotta rewind that one and get that one. But I looked at it and stuff as where, everybody's gonna go where their tribe is.
Right.
Right? And I was looking at it, I was like, we tried so hard to say, fuck segregation.
Yeah.
But we're getting to...
We are getting there. We're
going to places where segregation and stuff is here.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, all right, I look at it like this with Jamaican culture, right? And what I love is stuff that is like, you'll never fall short on like, let's say the guys who live for fashion, but are anti-gay people.
Yes.
They're homophobic.
Right.
Yeah. Or whatever, like, they're dressing. It's not too far out from each other, But they're there. And even if they're around and hear me have this conversation, like, you're gone too far. They'll fight the fight and stuff, whatever, right? From them a bar in a chichiman bar. All that. They want to exclude.
Right.
So now you want to be around people who dress into high fashion, super tight clothes that might be ambiguous, that don't like gay people just like you. So you're going to go you're gonna go with your tribe.
Your tribe.
And your tribe is not gonna want to mess with other people. That's called segregation.
Yeah. It is.
Why are we fighting segregation for that?
And the funny thing is that while we're secretly segregating ourselves, right?
Right. I like how you said that.
Finding our tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's we're making it easier for everybody else to control us. It's like,
Tune in to Channel Zero. Tune in to Channel
but
Zero.
nobody doesn't want to realize that part, right? Nobody doesn't want to realize the reason why you're able to speak freely amongst your tribe is that they don't care. As long as you're amongst their tribe, they'll say, okay, you know what? That's their tribe over there. Their tribe is on this, so we'll feed them this, and we'll give them this, and we'll let them have this. But all at the same time, they're making sure they're taking all of this from you.
Yikes. Well, you know we crack codes on this show all the damn time.
We crack it all the time. But
no, the damn time. Oh, let me ask you this though. Like, did your political beliefs change from the past? And we were talking about like, you know, the old money, new money and everything. Because technically you're rich on paper.
technically, I'm rich on paper.
Technically, you're rich on paper.
Ain't that a bitch?
So, Mr. Rich Man,
I'm too rich to qualify for any type of assistance or program. Too broke to be living that rich, qualified life.
They're not hearing that. The listeners aren't hearing that. The viewers aren't hearing that. What's up, YouTube? Look that way. This is Brokey land over here.
No, but it's
changed. Did your political change?
It's changed. And you know what? It's changed to I don't really give a damn which party, as long as you're speaking my language.
I like that.
I'm not hard fast to anything.
I like that. I can't be mad at no one should be mad at that.
If you are going to do something that's going to benefit me in the long run, me and my family, possibly my tribe, then I'm just gonna have to rock with you and trust that you're gonna you're gonna do the things that you say that you're gonna do. That will benefit me. And I had to come to realize the realization that I believe that's how the Asians and South Asians operate here in this country of Canada. I don't think they have any political favorite. And I think that's why all parties have a specific section to say, okay, you know what? You're going to deal with the Asian community because they ain't got no loyalty or love. They just know all they know is business and prosperity. So as long as you're speaking that to them, you have a chance. And I think all parties have somebody in that community like that. The black community, black community for some reason is just like liberal, which is democratic in the US. That lull us to sleep, just like how it happened in the US. Like, oh, we voted Democratic. Why? Come on, mama voted Democratic. My papa voted Democratic. So it's just a black thing to do. I think that's what happened here with the black folks here in Canada. Now I ain't about that bullshit. You trying to help me? You get my vote.
I'm with that. Hey, I'm not mad at that, man. I don't know if you've seen that whole cheesecake video thing about there was a light-skinned lady. She had braids, and I think she went out with an Indian fellow.
Okay, the Cheesecake Factory date.
And she's like, he brought me to the Cheesecake Factory and stuff.
Right.
So I was watching all of that, like, from there, and kudos to the dude, though, whatever, right? Because he dealt with it so eloquently. Can't say my black ass would do the same thing, whatever, right? No. But I looked at it and stuff as where this whole thing had, we always question about first dates, when we had a conversation, could you take a woman on a date for $30 and stuff like that? And looking at like first dates and stuff, like, where should a man, in your world, where should a man take a woman on a first date in today's times, and where should not a man take a woman on the first date in today's times? Give me the should.
I think just like a mutual place where it's quiet. So I still say like restaurants on the table. And then I think it's really gonna
Give
have
me you have a name for a restaurant.
well, I was gonna say no. So here's when I say restaurant, I really think it's gonna depend on that person's wallet and the level of comfort that he's willing to spend, right? So that it could be
You're
anywhere
very
from
sexist, okay? Why didn't I know the woman didn't want to take the man out? I'm fucking with you. I'm messing with you.
No. You got a point. You got a point. It could go. You're right. So
I'm sorry, my mom. She voted liberal. She voted liberal. That's why I have this rage.
So either way, right? It's like it's what you feel comfortable spending.
Right.
That's where you should go with. I don't think you should try to impress anybody.
Mhm.
Or try to make and even if you got it, I don't think you should try to make a statement that you got it, because that's not what the first date is for. The first date is find a quiet space where the two of you can get to know each other. And it doesn't have to be a restaurant, right? It doesn't necessarily, but I'm saying a restaurant because usually the atmosphere is quiet, right? And then you can depending on the restaurant. On the restaurant, right? I mean, if you're coming down in scale with the money, then you might want to probably do a part date because McDonald's is kind of noisy with all the kids. That's not the restaurant that you want to be at if that's the case, right?
No, I was thinking like a restaurant, like a Hooters, Twin Peaks. What's the other one? Shoeless Joe's.
Yeah.
Like a restaurant with like
they
might get kind of loud.
They might get kind of loud, but
they got like a lot of TVs for sports.
But they also got the booth sections, right? So you can be put away from the crowd, from the not
True
so
that.
noisy sections
If
you're in one of those spots. So that's not that expensive. Those the restaurants is I think is in a decent price range for to have a good, you find a decent one, have a good meal and have a good conversation. So yeah, I wouldn't mind something like that. I think anytime you're going to like a Roof Chris, the Roof Chris, that's not a first date for me. That's like, I know you, happy birthday. Something along that line. So yeah.
You get some static today.
That's okay. I'm married.
These rich ass men, but they're cheap ass, just only want to take their. It's like, good. I'm glad he married.
I ain't gotta worry about y'all looking for my wallet.
What's they trying to say? So I'm in trouble?
Again.
There's been a division.
There's a division here, folks.
I wanna go over there. For me, I think where you should take a woman on the first date. I'm with the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Anything along those lines?
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory is cool.
I see nothing wrong.
I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I was actually like, okay. Not only is that just like a step up from like just like your regular cheapy date, but it's like a fun date. You know what I mean?
There's a woman out there listening to this right now.
Saying
you cheap motherfucker. She's calling you a cheap motherfucker, and she'll call me a cheap motherfucker too.
Right.
I think where you should not take a woman out on a date, keep it a buck, is probably like fast food. Fast food's out of the question.
Fast food's definitely out of the question.
Fast food's out of the question, but I look at it where
I mean, unless she like one of those, I can eat a cheeseburger, then find a high end fast food.
No, you know what? I would dig with that. I've noticed stuff with myself.
Yeah.
I want to say even with dating, I realize and stuff that if they're even about like a quick meal,
right?
I look at it stuff as like if you're eating in the car and you're bonding and talking like that, whatever.
Even that.
I feel like that's like the 2K picnic. I feel like
even that,
eating in the car, and just like you and like the other person and stuff, whatever, eating and talking.
The music's playing.
Like music playing. That's picnic 2.0 right there. Yeah. Right? And I look at it stuff as like, yeah, I'm for that more than a fast food thing. Like, so if you're saying like, yo, we'll get a McDonald's or get a cheeseburger, or you feel like you can eat a spicy chicken or some shit like that, whatever.
Right.
We'll pull up in the drive-thru. We'll pull up secluded, like, by ourselves, have this convo, talk, and blah, 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 and etc. And yeah, I don't think where you should not take a one besides a fast food restaurant is anywhere expensive. Like we're talking like the shit you're talking about, like Root Chris.
Right.
I feel like that's where you should not take a person.
Right.
Because I look at it stuff as I believe, this is just my opinion, women don't go backwards in lifestyle.
Nah.
So if I started you like hi
on a Roof Chris, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't bring you back to me. You feel me?
Don't think she's going to Moxie's after that.
No.
Bro. She ain't going to Moxie's after that.
No. Why would you?
She's not going to Moxie's after
Why
that.
would you? A woman takes you, she's like, you know what? I'm going to take you shopping. Whatever, right? And you know, you can dress decent for yourself. You know what you spend and stuff, whatever.
Right.
She take you to like Rodeo Drive or something like this now, whatever, right?
Right.
You popping tags out of nowhere. And then now, later she gonna die. She gonna like, yo, I bought you an H&M shirt. What's this? There's speed on this. Like, you're like, I need some Versace touching this skin.
What do you mean you bought me?
What do you mean? Is this a joke?
What are you talking
This is my birthday? Like, is this a prank? Am I being punked? It's hard I feel like it's hard for women to go back in lifestyle. So I don't want to start off there. So I don't do these type of STK things. On a first date?
You can't.
On a first freaking date?
You can't be way up there, man. You can't be way up there.
You're mad. You're mad, bro.
Can't be way, but shout out to dude. He handled it properly.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
He handled it properly.
Okay, besides the 30, because, you know, some people that didn't catch the episode or stuff with the $30 one, how much should a man spend on a date? Not the $30 aspect, but how much should he like keep in mind? You're spitting knowledge and facts and game to help the men of today.
I'd say between 80 and 120. I was
gonna say 120 is the least.
You say 120 is the least?
120 is the least. 150 and stuff is like your max.
Yeah.
Because I look at it stuff as where, and the reason why I say it like that, 2 meals will probably run you like 60.
Right.
Right? Possibly run you 60, possibly run you 80.
Right.
Probably like 2 drinks and stuff, whatever, probably put you and stuff up there to like in the 130 mark.
Right.
And then if you have a bill over $100,
you tip.
You got a tip.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, like $1.50 and stuff, whatever, should kind of seal the deal and stuff for that. Now, if you go somewhere, you spend less than that, whatever, you're welcome.
You gravy.
I helped you. Only go out with 150 and stuff like that, whatever.
Stop at the smoke shop and get you a loud pack.
There you go with this loud pack shit. This is what we doing? Yo. I mean, life could be so much simpler.
It could be. It could be.
Because, you know, shout out to Shorty and stuff, because I know Shorty would be the first one to jump up like, yo, $10 chicken ain't the same as a $100 chicken. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you're right.
But
you're
I look at it stuff as, again, humility.
Mm-hmm.
Humility.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you be $100 chicken stuff, whatever, but I think, I can't remember, is it Madonna or is it Marilyn? Is it Madonna? I feel like it's Marilyn Monroe or something. I see like an old black and white photo of like a blonde type of celebrity.
Okay.
And she's eating a cheeseburger. She's at like probably a movie shoot or movie trailer. Is it Monroe?
It could be her.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think this.
And she's like somebody eating a cheeseburger and stuff, whatever. I'm looking like, yo, that's so dope, whatever, because that look like a McDonald's kind of sloppy, you know what I'm saying? And you don't, kudos to you that you don't think you're this up high,
right,
to eat something like that.
Yeah,
you can be $100 chick and like Burger King.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And that's why I said. That's why I said 80 to 120, because I'm like, just like we're saying, like, it could be a situation where she's like, nah, let's just go get wings. Let's go to, bro, I can sit down and eat some wings and drink a beer and be chilling and have conversation and be cool with a date like that.
Because you're a man, because you're simple.
I'm simple.
We're simple.
We're simple. We're simple creatures.
We're simple creatures, man. You too. I know the ballpark average amount, like what a man's perfect day will consist of.
Right.
And I'm generalizing for most men.
Yeah.
You wake up,
mm-hmm.
You have some good breakfast,
mm-hmm.
You probably get your rocks off.
Yeah.
Either you get your dick sucked, whatever, or you get fucked, or somebody might jerk you, whatever the hell.
Whatever.
You get your rocks off. then you do the shit you might want to do. Because you might want to do golfing. You might want to do shit earlier.
Something early.
You might want to make beats. You might want to do something
something.
early enough.
Yeah.
Then you're looking like, when about like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, I should go interact. It's something that you're just like, yo, interact, see whatever the hell, see whatever's clever.
Step outside.
Step outside and stuff, whatever, right? Then you probably have a few jokes or have a few smiles and everything like that. You're like, shit, life is fucking good. And I realize this stuff with men is always one of, you ever see one of those OG men and stuff that walk up to me at the gas station and be like, mental hygiene, huh? If only some people care about their hygiene, huh? You know why? The dad jokes. Because dads are men.
Dads are men.
They're simple.
Mm-hmm.
They're simple.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back to like go and get fed again.
Right.
Possibly not to be annoyed or bothered or some alone time and everything like that. And then possibly get the rocks off. Some people stuff be like, yo, I'm too tired to fuck. That's okay.
That's okay.
They're like, no, I want to end this day with a nut. That's okay too.
That's okay too. Listen,
that's the ballpark. A lot of men, but they'll be happy with that.
A lot of us like to just end the day sitting on the damn porch, to be quite honest with you. That's pastime.
I got spoken to the other day because I was too quiet.
You do? Yeah, no, I get that a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Marv.
Yo,
I feel you on that one.
Yo, what's really good?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, why are you so quiet? Sticking in the vibe, like, yo, I'm in a beautiful woman. Tunes are going.
Yeah.
Cotton candy sky. Yeah. Sunset.
Yeah. Life's good.
I got money in my pocket.
I don't think
my son is straight.
I don't think they understand when life is good. We're at peace. We don't need to say anything. We're enjoying that because you know why? Let me tell you why, ladies. Because deep in the back of our mind, we know something might come up and shatter that peace. So let's soak it up while we can.
What? Let me ask you this then. Has the pursuit of comfort made men soft, or are they just tired of fighting?
Tired of fighting.
Tired of fighting. Talk about it.
Yeah, I think just within the last decade or so, with just the rise of, women being more dominant in the workplace, women, getting more rights afforded to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the detriment of some men, right? And when you're trying to push for progress, you're going to alienate and cripple some people in the process. So like men might have been passed over for something that they were supposedly getting, right? But we have to take it with a grain of salt because many women got passed over,
of course,
for things that they were in, right? But I just think now it's just
hidden figures. I always think about that, like the women that were behind everything,
right, and
never got the shine, and never got the shine,
right. So now that we're trying to lean it and make the corrections for things, I think it's at some point it's been overcompensated, and the fact that it's been overcompensated, I think a lot of men have been shitted on, and during that process, I think a lot of younger men coming up have seen men get shitted on. You know what I mean? And that's kind of changed their perspective of how they are in the world, or how they like look at themselves in the world. Like a lot of young men now are probably not looking at the same positions as they once looked at, because they're now being dominated by
a career.
Yeah, career-wise.
Really?
They're not being dominated.
Give me an example.
Let's say, like for instance, HR. I don't know of any I don't know of any men who like are now looking at that as a career. When I was in high school, I knew people who took HR courses, like men who took HR courses, right? But that seems to be like a field that we've been kind of pushed out. I don't know if it's because we as a species we lack we're less empathetic. I don't know what it is with that role, or what it more favors women. But the more we see us not being accepted in those roles, and the more of women being promoted into roles where were once dominated by men, and only because they are women, right? And not to say that we're not they can't get some sort of help, but it's how much help are they going to get, and how long do you continue it before you consider the playing field equal, and then now we can go back to just nobody having to fight for anything. A man doesn't have to feel like he has to do this, that, and the third, or give up his hopes of being something.
I don't know. I feel like I would probably say it would probably be you have a problem with a gay with a straight man. Let's say I feel like average people have a problem with a straight man,
right,
babysitting kids.
Yeah.
But a gay man, would be like, not so much. A straight man being a secretary, you might look at stuff as like something, but like a gay man being a secretary and stuff, whatever, you'll allow it.
Yeah, right.
Straight man being a hairdresser, would you allow it? You know there's men barbers out here, so like for him to cut and style and do all that type of stuff, straight as an arrow,
right?
They might be, but somebody come in there and stuff who might be gay might get looked at and stuff for that more. I feel like the landscape and stuff of like the workforce in general, is shaping to what you're saying. I don't know what we're pushing our kids to, and the reason why I say it like that and stuff is because before it's kind of like we would push certain kids to say like you want the kids to be lawyers, doctors, and blah blah blah.
Right.
And then that language changed and stuff to like parents are like, well, I'm not forcing my kid to do school, or I'm not forcing my kid to get straight A's, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I don't know what's being pushed anymore pertaining to the things. Now certain jobs and stuff have like I want to say cast a wider net, like nursing.
Okay.
You could be a nurse in a hospital, nurse in a private practice, blood drive, telehealth. That umbrella stuff, like that net is like wide.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're I feel like when older people are telling kids to do certain type of things,
right?
Because I feel like they see a disparity in something like that, or like a possible opening,
right?
So I think there, for the career wise and stuff, whatever. I think men in general, I don't see why men shouldn't be more nurses.
I don't see why there shouldn't be more nurses.
Like straight men be nurses.
No.
Yeah, like I feel like I would feel more comfortable and stuff whatever if like, let's say I went to go see a doctor or something like that. Me, I'm older in like urology or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And let's say, I don't know, they go get a dick checkup or something, and the male nurse stuff comes in there like, all right, man, it's rough. It's gonna be rough out here for you. I know for man, you're gonna feel the pain and stuff, trust me, but we try and do our best and stuff, whatever. Compared to a woman telling me and stuff like, be a few days and stuff, feel pain and be fine.
Right.
What do you know? You don't have a dick. Or do you?
I was seeing like, because I see it when I was younger in a hospital setting, I would see more men being like orderlies, and I always thought like orderlies was like a stepping stone to like going to like that type of nursing field. Never realized that it's like it's just two separate things altogether. So
yeah, I look at this where I would hope, you see, like let's say bring it back to the whole title question.
Yeah.
I feel like men are tired of fighting.
Yeah.
More. Like I agree with you. And the reason why I say that is because when I told you, and I said it to you several times and stuff, whatever, I had an OG look at me and tell me, men don't argue with women. That's why we have whiskey.
Right.
That's a person tired of fighting. Will speak like that.
Let's go draw my sorrows. Let's go draw my sorrows.
Yo, and I look at this stuff as where, like, people are okay.
Yo.
Talk.
I wonder if that's why that strip club was named Whiskey Go Go.
Yeah, take your whiskey on the go. Take your whiskey on the go-go dancer. Don't take that shit in the house. It'll be called house coffee.
House coffee.
I think you see for, let's say this. Are men being like, in pursuit of softness, like as Shorty says and stuff, like we crack jokes about like soft life and all that type of stuff. I look at this stuff as like, yeah, it's okay as a man to kind of look for comfort.
Yeah.
But I feel like every now and then you shouldn't get too lax.
Nah, you shouldn't get too lax.
That.
Yeah.
So I want to say, if I'm looking for a soft, if I look for a soft life or a person looking for a soft life,
right,
be prepared when it's not going to be soft anymore. It might be medium. It might go straight hard.
Yeah.
And I think if
you understand that you can't have the baby to lock her in. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at it stuff as where that aspect. Now, a tired man compared to a soft man, they're two different types of men, or a soft life man. Because I feel like a tired man and stuff, whatever, they actually do really want the soft life. Because they've been beaten down, they've been fighting for what why fight to live if you're living to die?
Why?
Like, why would you want to go through all this not comfortable thing, man, to not enjoy life?
If I was a single man in my 30s right now, my goal is to look as fly as fuck, clean head to toe, right?
Mm-hmm.
A nice apartment, and I'm on a hunt for $1 million woman.
$1 million woman.
I'm on a hunt. Just like how you had women out there hunting some of these prize men, I would be hunting prize women because they're out there. There's more prize women than there are prize men. I'll tell you that. They're out there. And what they always looking for? A good man.
Yeah,
right now, there should be good man training school right now. There should be a good man training school right now.
How far you think that would go though? Because like I want to say even a training school, because I look at it stuff as where, again, these guys might have been good guys and stuff in the beginning or had all intentions to be good men.
Yeah.
And they realize stuff that they get passed up for the bad guy.
For the bad guy?
So why would they? And then that good guy eventually becomes a bad guy.
Yeah, he eventually becomes a bad guy. I don't know, but when you're up there in like the 30 and 40 range, and you have everything that you want, except the trophy husband. Do you want the bad guy as the trophy husband, or do you want the good?
No, you want the good. They would definitely want the good.
You want that at that point. You want the good.
They want the good.
Yeah,
but,
at that point, yeah.
But I think this point, like even let's say for women's side and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been fighting so much to think whatever guy in the beginning was the good guy.
Right.
Like one of my friends said, she said, I gave 100% to populate the first few guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized men ain't shit. They got like 70 to 60%, maybe a 50%, whatever.
Right.
If I go lower than 50, I'm not sleeping with the guy.
Wow.
And I was like, and over a period of time and stuff, that has happened to them.
That's happened. Yeah.
So they're looking for a good man. So now it's considered a soft life.
Soft life.
So I'm saying we want the same things.
Yes.
But we're not doing that heavy battling from the side that I see and stuff, whatever.
We're not.
Because I feel like a lot of things and stuff weigh more on us than it weighs on them because value.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I'm telling you, man. I'd be good as a soft husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I want my wife to just make millions.
And smile. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Would you rather be a superhero or super villain? And why?
Ooh. Super villain.
Why?
Because ain't nobody depending on me to do shit. I just work for me.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, supervillain, would you have henchmen?
Would I have henchmen?
Yeah.
If I want.
No, would you want henchmen then?
Nah, I'd just be like a Thanos dude.
Thanos has henchmen.
Yeah, but I mean, there's like
What do you
they're
mean?
just like underlings. It's not like any type of level to say, if I need you, I need you. If I don't need you, I don't need you.
Okay, so
okay, how many of the henchmen were? Because they were disposable too, and he snapped his fingers. I mean, it's not like he had loves for some of his henchmen.
So you have disposable. Oh shit, you're fucked up. You're a super villain.
I'm a villain, brother.
I didn't mind the superhero life, and I'll tell you this: the reason why I didn't mind superhero life, but
Right.
then what converted me over to more the villain side
Mhm.
is because they expect more from you.
Bingo.
They expect more from you, and me reading, watching anime, comic books, video games, and everything.
Right.
I never caught that until I saw fucking, God bless, Beat Down Smith. Oh, sorry, Will Smith. In Hancock.
And Hancock.
The man said, "You deserve better, so I'm going to be better." Fuck them, dog. In the beginning, they were spitting on you, calling you hand job. Now they expect you to be like, yo, like you're off doing something. They're like, yo, my guy,
Right.
there's a fire going on across the city. Aren't you gonna put it out?
Think about this right now. Think about this right at this very moment.
Talk about it.
If we were to have a Superman appear right this very moment, right? He would have to go to Ukraine. He would have to go to Israel, right? After he done go to those spots, right? Then he would have to find every small little war tour. You have to do, he has to prioritize, right? Because we're not just gonna let him pick and choose what he wants to do. No, we're gonna say, hey,
I'm gonna say it right into the mic. That sounds like Homelander.
He's not gonna do what he wants to do, Marv. I'm not being the superhero. Give me the supervillain role.
So you're Homelander. You need a cameo cock piece now. Word up. All right. Good thought. All right. Let's get to the Acts of the Sons.
Yes, the Sons.
StationThiq says, "What brings you joy?" Tell us, Homelander. What brings you joy?
Seeing the good people of Toronto getting crushed by
lightning. I can't even take this so seriously anymore. Go ahead.
Nah, just well, I like producing music, so just producing something and just really finding it just satisfying at the end. Like making something that I enjoy listening to right after I make it. Like sometimes I'll make beats and then I'll be like, yeah, that's all right. This is all right. It's all right. But there'll be one times where I'll just make something and I'll be just like, yo, I really put my foot in it. You know what I mean? And then
that's dope.
And I can like enjoy it, like really enjoy it. So I think that's one of the things.
I think
what you, man?
For me, I honestly would bring
saving damsels in distress.
There is no need to fear. Marvelous is here. No, I really like what honestly brings me joy is that when I'm with my peoples or my tribe and my folk and everything, and we're just having like good conversation, like good food, like, drinks, could be weed, could be like, the setting is vibe and it's just there and there's no malice, it's all love, it's all convo.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, whatever is like hours go by, like the hours and hours and shit happens.
Right.
And you don't even realize and stuff, whatever. And like that honestly brings me joy. And I look forward to those moments.
Yeah.
Because you can't pinpoint them like, oh, today we're gonna have one of these. Like they happen.
When you started talking about that, it reminded me of when I was little, and then we would go over to like a family house for like a Christmas dinner or something, like a function like that, where like everybody would just come to the one house, and it's just merriment, jokes, drinking, food eating, and as a kid, you're busy playing with other little kids, but you're looking at adults, and you're like, man, they're having so much fun, like they're and you don't really get it, like,
right? Because you're little.
Yeah, you're
right?
little. You don't really get it. But you know something's happening. You feel it, but you don't really get it.
Because you just know eat, poop, and play.
Exactly. And then until you start growing up, and then you start to become part of the conversation. You start to, how about beer? You know what I mean? Like you're drinking now, and you're like, oh, it's like, okay, yeah, I remember that story, right? You know what I mean? And then just now it all comes to context, and now that
the porches thing you said. It's the same thing. It's like just chilling on the porch and stuff. For that, I used to look at that shit like these old people just like sitting on the porch and just talking.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, give me a porch, and I'll sit there with some good people. We'll just talk, talk and drink. Talk. And I was like, yeah, I'm about that. That's what brings me joy.
I was like, I when I come to Nickel, I'd be like seeing like people sitting on the porch, and it's like a 2-4 in the middle of the floor, and I'm like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but sit here and just drink for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Like I said earlier, like the King of the Hill kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's what brings people joy.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Edo Senin 69. What's the worst thing to happen to you on your birthday?
I don't think I have any birthday horror stories.
Anything bad happened to you on your birthday?
I'm trying to think.
You've been here for almost 50 years, my guy.
I'm trying to think.
Now, every birthday's been swimming for you? You might want to trade a life a day with you then.
I've never had anything bad happen on my birthday.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I got hit by a car on my birthday.
Yeah, you did.
That's like, I was like, that was the worst thing that happened to me. I was like, born April 29th, died April 29th. I'm like, this whole tombstone thing is going to be stupid to hell look at, whatever.
Live, bro, live.
That's what I did.
Like, nah, live, bro, live.
The people who hit me and stuff, they freaked out. They're, oh my God, bro, I'm like, yo, I'm alive. I took a photo of the license plate just in case if I walk funny the next day, but then but I lived. And that was a birthday to remember. Last question comes from Sparky83. Ooh, what do you think happens after death? Go ahead, Smooth. Cook it up.
I think we wander around.
What does that mean? Though?
Bodiless. Waiting for some baby to be born. And then we just...
Oh, like that Soul movie? Like Disney?
And we all just fight for that one body. And during that fight...
Eternal champions?
During that fight, the battle is so excruciating and painful that you lose all consciousness and memory. And then when you win that baby's body, it's like you start fresh. It's like you have no recollection of where you came from or what happened. You just know you're here.
Dear Zack Snyder, we have a movie here.
Yeah.
Call us. We have a script for you. I'll let him write that up meanwhile. Get the actors and the budget together for this one.
It's called a Tournament of Life.
What the fuck? No, he has a name for it.
Tournament of Life.
I guess we're just winging this fucking podcast.
So wander the earth.
In the dawn of time. Like all of that. It's a what? We have a movie.
We got it. I think we have.
I wouldn't want to take with a Spielberg because you need a lot of action for this.
Right, yeah.
Possibly, if you're going to use a lot of water scenes, call James Cameron. He likes Titanic and Avatar shit.
You might get.
But you want to go with Schneider. I want some action in this battle.
Yeah.
I need them to do this justice.
Yeah, because, I mean, think about it. Like, the bottom of the souls, the weapons they can come up with.
Now, would these souls been here on Earth before? So they have like
the yeah. So
I can
remember
fight
everything.
So okay, we can go for a baby body.
Right.
You can pull out a turret.
Right.
I can pull out Excalibur. Zack Snyder. Don't say no more, Smooth. Say less.
Tournament of Life.
Say less. For myself, I feel like after you die,
Mhm.
you end up in nothingness. And then this is when you meet your creator.
Okay.
And then let's say you're probably just naked.
Right.
You're just naked. And you hear the voice of your creator and whatever image you have of God or whoever.
Yeah.
It's just right there in front of you. And then they hear like, this is the story of your life. And then now with your questions and your conversation, because you're gonna have tons of questions.
Right.
How did I get here? Oh my God, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
All this type of stuff. You might be in denial for a bit, whatever.
You're gonna probably be in denial.
You're gonna be in denial. And then if you care about your family, you'll be like, what's gonna happen to my family?
Right.
And all this type of stuff. And then these questions will be answered. You're gonna have limited amount of time
Right.
in this
And that
precipice
Yeah.
world.
Right.
But you're gonna be reincarnated.
Okay.
The reincarnation thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe if we go with part your story and mine, because I was looking like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
I didn't like I said, like I just know that there's gonna be a time where you're like, all right, your time is up. You have to move on.
Right.
Because you're gonna be reincarnated.
Yeah.
And when it takes it to your epic battle, no, Smooth. Let's get this money.
Yeah,
Snyder.
I think the epic battle to get back on Earth.
Christopher Nolan. Call me, man.
Listen, man. Listen, this
At
is
Podical
action
Sons.
packed. It's got to be
Ask
action packed.
Us at Podical Sons, man. Yo, I'm tired of this, man. Yo, run the check.
We just want to be sons.
Yo,
We just want to be a sons.
yo, that is crazy though. But yeah, it's reincarnation is definitely happening though.
Yeah.
Reincarnation is definitely
I
happening.
got that in my mix.
Okay. We are here, man. Finally at the end. We're at the end.
Are here.
Are you
I
ready?
didn't know we were gonna get it because the polls, the poll, we got into the polls. The poll, we got the polls cleared out.
There's one thing and stuff, whatever, that I want to say. I try to make sure that anytime we do come with topics and questions,
Right.
they're always devil advocacy kind of questions. Let me say that because I look at it stuff as where the yes and the no, and then because if you're in the knowing of particular subject,
Right.
and you pick a side already, or you stand on the side, you can see how far that can go.
Right.
If you have the ability to see from both sides and stuff, and not just be blinded by your bias, you can see where the other side can go.
Yeah.
And then you said it before in the past, whatever. You said that a lot of the times and stuff for that one topic, we can be on one topic for like 15, 20 minutes.
Easy.
But it's the part of the good convo, like what I enjoy, what brings me joy.
Right.
This is part of these moments and stuff, whatever, too.
Right.
So it's like that. Oh, you're ready for us, So Say the Sons.
I'm ready.
So Say the Sons this week says, focus on the purpose instead of the pain. So say the Sons. In order for flowers to grow, it has to rain.
Mm-hmm.
In order to experience joy, you need pain. I look at it as stuff as where if you're focused on the goal, you're going to have cuts and bruises and wounds and aches and pains to get to these parts, these sleepless nights. These are part of your pain.
Yep.
Focus on your purpose. Focus on the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't found your purpose, focus on the purpose at the time to hopefully you lead into your whys. Then you can focus on your purpose.
Yeah. And watch those steps, man. It's important. Yeah, I'll give you a good analogy for just what I'm saying. Yesterday, I took the camera with me down to a festival, and I was filming, and the goal was to capture the footage. But while I'm walking with the camera, I gotta watch where I'm stepping because I gotta make sure I don't trip.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I trip on anything, then there goes the footage, right? So it's like
There goes the camera.
Sorry?
There could possibly go the camera.
There could possibly goes the camera,
Yeah.
right? So there it is. I have the goal in mind, but I know I also gotta watch my steps in order to achieve my goal, right? So that's it. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
You don't always focus on the goal itself. The steps there, work on those steps, and that big goal, we always say that big goal can just break that down into small individual goals.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, yeah, like, cause some people are like, I want to lose 30 pounds. Well, focus on losing like 3 pounds first.
Right.
Right? Then from the 3 pounds and stuff, whatever, see if that motivates you to probably lose maybe another 2 more pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe possible another 3 more or 5 more pounds.
Yeah.
Then eventually you'll get there. Yes, you know your overall goal and stuff like that. But again, they're growing pains. They are growing pains.
Well said.
We are here at the end. Yes, folks. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the above.
All of that.
You can see our lovely faces on YouTube, PodicalSons.com, and also on Spotify. And we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. And thanks again. Thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits.
Peace and love.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.